complete shutdown in Bihar. Opposition leaders are on streets. The Election Commission under fire. What's causing this massive political earthquake just months before crucial state elections? Before we dive into the drama, let's set the stage. Bihar is gearing up for the assembly elections. But there's a storm brewing and it's all about something called SIR. We are talking about Special Intensive Revision of Electoral Rules. Sounds boring? Trust me, it's anything but that. So what exactly is SIR? Think of it as a massive homework assignment for 8 crore people in Bihar. Election Commission officials are going door to door asking voters to fill out forms with photographs and address proof. It's like updating your voter ID but on steroids. Here's the shocker. This is the first time such an intensive drive is happening in Bihar since 2003. That's over 20 years. And get this, around 3 crore people who weren't listed in 2003 need to provide extra documentation. That's a lot of paperwork. And that's why the opposition India bloc is crying foul. RJD's Tejasvi Yadav didn't mince words. He called Election Commission Godi Aayog, essentially accusing them of being lapdogs. The opposition's main allegation? This entire exercise is designed to remove poor voters, Dalits, backward classes, minorities who typically don't vote for the ruling NDA. The controversy got so heated that Rahul Gandhi joined Tejasvi for Bihar Bandh, a complete shutdown of the state. The opposition has raised 5 major red flags. Let's break them down. Why only Bihar? Why only now, just before elections? Seems suspicious, right? Those 3 crore people who weren't listed in 2003, they need extra proof. That's like asking your grandfather's birth certificate. If you were born after 1987, you need to prove your parents' citizenship. Imagine explaining your family tree to vote. Aadhaar cards and Manrega cards reportedly aren't accepted, the very documents the government promoted. Officials can flag suspected foreign nationals. In border areas like Simanchal, this has people worried about being wrongfully targeted. But what's actually happening on ground? Well, it's chaos. In Muzaffarpur, one woman found her son's address listed as cremation ground. Her daughter-in-law's address completely blank. The Election Commission says that they have covered 2.88 crore voters. That's about 1/3 of the total number. But the opposition leader says it's logically impossible to complete this by July 25 deadline. So what's really going on here? Is this legitimate electoral housekeeping or political manipulation? The ruling NDA says it's just ensuring clean voter rolls. BJP's Ravi Shankar Prasad asked, what's wrong with revising voter lists? But the opposition sees it differently. They argue this is a systematic attempt to de-enfranchise voters who don't support the government. The controversy is now in Supreme Court, which will hear the case on July 10th. Multiple opposition parties have joined the legal challenge. You might think it's just Bihar politics, but the controversy touches something fundamental: the right to vote. Every election we talk about voters turnout. But what about voter access? If legitimate voters can't vote because of documentation issue, that's a problem for democracy itself. And Bihar isn't just any state. It's the 3rd most populous state with 104 assembly seats. The outcome here influences the national politics. So where does this leave us? The Election Commission maintains that it is lawful constitutional exercise. The opposition calls it electoral manipulation. And the truth? Probably somewhere in the middle. So where does this leave us? The Election Commission maintains this is a lawful constitutional exercise. The opposition calls it electoral manipulation. And the truth? Probably somewhere in the middle. Electoral rolls updates are necessary, but the timing and the implementations have raised legitimate questions. All eyes now are on the Supreme Court hearing on July 10th. Will they allow the SIR to continue, modify it, or stop it entirely? What's certain is that 8 crore voters in Bihar are watching closely, because at the end of the day, democracy is only as strong as people's faith in electoral process. What do you think? Is this necessary electoral housekeeping or political manipulation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this explainer helpful, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Because politics affects us all. And understanding this is the first step to participate in the democracy. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we will see you in the next video.